We all know. Apparently I was not screaming. And apparently my freaking camera. Stupid. Alright, people. This stream is, I don't know, it's full of a lot, I mean a lot of technical difficulties. So, let's do this. And game, normal. No. Episodes, normal. Okay.
Previously on Alan Wake, Alice has been kidnapped.
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
I can't tell anyone except my agent Barry.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head.
The ransom is a manuscript I supposedly wrote that's coming true before my eyes.
It happened just the way it was on that page. So dark.
I have found only a few scattered pages.
I want the entire manuscript.
The deadline is in 2 days.
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Good girl.
How the hell did she get her hands on the manuscript anyway?
I don't know. She's resourceful. I told you were too hard on her. Listen, I found out all sorts of interesting stuff while I was digging around.
Yeah.
Mr. Wake, it's Sheriff Breaker. We have an FBI agent here, Agent Nightingale.
FBI?
He's anxious to see you. You'd better come to the station.
Okay, I'll be right over, Sheriff. Let's make this quick, huh?
Help you folks? Name's Randolph.
Okay. One last thing. I'm gonna do this. Bob's your uncle. Here we go.
The manager.
We're looking for Rose. Works as a waitress down at the diner.
Rose, sure. Nice girl. Who wants to know?
I'm Alan Wake.
The writer, huh? I heard on the radio you were visiting. Well, I'll show you her trailer. That Rose, she's a nice girl. Always pays her rent on time.
As I was saying, Al, I found all sorts of weird stuff from the local newspaper's archives. This place is crazy. Disappearances, mysterious deaths, urban legends come true, and get this, most of this stuff takes place around Cauldron Lake.
Well, you ain't wrong, mister. The Indians thought the lake was a doorway to the underworld. I'm the God-fearing type myself. I don't hold with that sort of thing.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, There was an island there owned by a guy called Thomas Zane. Now, some of the articles I found about him make him out to be a famous writer. But I ran a bunch of searches, couldn't find a single thing he wrote.
Yep, we sold the books over
Zane was
there.
into diving, so much so that the place came to be called Diver's Isle. But the volcano under the lake erupted in 1970, and Zane went down with the island.
That's what they said as well. Why the volcano erupted and there's no island anymore. Interesting.
It gets better. A local girl, Barbara Jagger, drowned in Cauldron Lake just a week earlier. They were lovers.
Sure, Jagger's a local spook story. The Scratching Hag. Comes for you in the dark. Childish stuff like that.
Anyway,
childish.
Al, I'm just getting to the best part. All of the articles about this stuff were written by Cynthia Weaver. I asked around, and she's that crazy bag lady you met.
What, the lamp lady? She can be a little loopy, but she's not homeless or anything.
Yeah, anyway, she knew both Jagger and Zane before they both died, and she had some kind of a breakdown.
Coincidence? Guess not.
Welcome to... Oh dear, Mr. Wake. I'm so glad you're here.
You don't sound
Rose,
like
you
you
have
are.
my manuscript?
Oh. Oh yes. Yes. Please, come in.
Hey, this is really good. Rose,
Yes,
my manuscript. I really need it.
I understand. I know what you need. A muse to inspire you.
Oh, for Barry. She doesn't have anything.
Yeah, hey, Al, what's... Oh...
Barry! What?
Worst.
What?
It's coming for you, hiding in my barber's skin. I'm too weak to stop it. You must turn the lights on.
What lights are you talking about?
Promised I'd come visit you and your lovely wife. You must finish what you started. I insist.
You must turn the lights on. Turn the light on.
Back to work, boy.
I
That's not
felt
creepy
nauseous,
whatsoever.
hungover. Only anger kept me going.
I can't tell reality from dream anymore, but it seems I have an imaginary editor to help me. She's an old woman in a funeral dress. I call her Barbara Jagger. She's very strict. I'm writing faster and faster. My manuscript is being heavily revised. The edits are getting very aggressive, and each day there's less of me and more of her. I hate it, but I know she's right. She promises me I can save Alice this way. She knows more of this than I do. About the complex incantation I'm attempting. About this place. She's worked with another writer under similar circumstances, Thomas Zane. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I'm getting close. I can feel it.
Okay.
Rose took a day from me. I had less than 12 hours left to meet the kidnapper. All I could do was get Barry into the car, work something out once I got on the road.
About the FBI.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner. What can I get you today? Coffee?
I couldn't work up much hate for Rose. Something had used her to get to me and left its mark.
First refill is free.
My gun and flashlight were gone. I'd have to find a way to get Barry into the car as quickly as possible. There was no time to waste. Mr. Randolph liked Rose. That little smile she had. how she was still sweet when life had tried so hard to make her bitter. It wasn't any of his business what she did in her trailer, but those strangers, the writer and his smart-ass sidekick, looked like trouble, and they'd been in there for hours, way past her normal bedtime. He reached for the phone and called the sheriff's station.
So here's something. This game, give me a duality, like there's two stories. One being said by the person in TV that it is you being forced by this lady, that she's editing your story and you're living the story itself. So who's real? Is that you or is it him? Interesting.
I just stepped outside to catch a breath of fresh air, and let me tell you, the weather's getting heavy. Nights like this make me especially glad I'm here talking to you and
Oh, you're gonna get it now.
Of course.
God knows what you've done to that poor girl.
This is Agent Nightingale, FBI! Get him up, Hemingway! You're under arrest! You move a muscle, I'll unload right in your goddamn face! Stay right where you are, Slane!
It's like you just want to kill me, that's it.
What are? I'm standing right here, you goddamn maniac!
I hated to leave Barry behind, but there was no way I'd miss my appointment with the kidnapper.
Give it up, Mr. Wake! Come on! Take it easy on him! Don't let him get away! Move it! Move it! Move it!
Stop running! There he goes!
Come on, come on.
Okay, son. Keep your eyes peeled. He's gonna try to make it through here.
Guess I know nothing.
Gone! Come on, guys! We need to head him off!
For decades, the darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's skin slept fitfully in the dark place that was its home and prison. It was hungry and in pain. It dreamed of its nights of glory when the poet's writing had called it from the depths and given it a brief, terrible taste of power and freedom. The rock stars had stirred it from the deep sleep the poet had sunk it back to in the end. When it sensed the writer on the ferry, it opened its eyes.
So it's saying like what happened to Rose and how the darkness conquered her, or took over her. Really? Is that a paper? It's a manuscript. Oh.
Rose didn't know how the strange old lady got in her trailer, and she looked wrong somehow. The woman showed her teeth in an approximation of a smile and traced a finger down Rose's cheek. "Pretty girl," she said. Rose felt as if she was falling asleep, but her knees didn't buckle. The crone spoke in a whisper, her words ice cold and dark in Rose's ear.
Nice.
I'm a federal agent pursuing a fugitive. You want to discuss my message, Sheriff? Make an appointment.
Oh. That's another flare.
Search the area. Stay sharp. This way. Over here.
Whoa. Shoot what? I have nothing. I literally have
This
nothing.
horror was everywhere I went, circling me. The cops didn't stand a chance. They were after a writer, not a monster.
I've lost contact with most of the men you assigned to me. It's Blake's doing.
Wait, are you seriously telling me that Geek Rider just took out my deputies? Are you kidding? I mean, have you seen this guy? He wears a tweed jacket. Over.
He's the guy we're chasing. If it's not him, who then? Bigfoot? Over.
I don't know yet, but I'm not in the habit of jumping to conclusions. That tends to come back and bite you in the ass. Out.
Good talk. Well said, Mr. Sheriff. And you're good at your job, like this dude said. Really?
You on the ground. Hold it right there. There's nowhere to run. Freeze!
Seriously, he got the helicopter? Going up. Dang. What's that? That's a thermos, okay. Wish I can ping or something. What's in here? Thermos.
This is James. Mulligan, Thornton, come in. Over.
Thornton here. James, we got both Wheeler and Rose in custody. They didn't put up a fight or anything. Why, they were... Hey, Mulligan, what are you doing? Come on!
Sit down and give me that. James, Mulligan here. Over. Go ahead, Mulligan. Over. We got Wheeler and Rose here. Wheeler's drunk or hopped up on something. Speaking of which, that Fed had a pretty distinctive whiff of Otis Scotch about him, if you know what I mean. Over. I don't have anything on that, Deputy Mulligan. Over. Well, whatever. Anyway, Rose is just being plain weird here. You better get Doc in to take a look at both. Over. Gotcha. You better get them here quickly. The, Fed's gonna want to interview Wheeler. Over. Oh, yeah, I'll bet he does. Looks like they have a lot in common. Mulligan out.
That's fucked up. Oh, there's another one here. Okay.
I could see the lights of the radio station in the distance.
Okay, let's see how we get to there. Just some luck, I hope. Because I don't have any flashlights or any layers.
I imagine that the broadcast tower in the distance was part of the local radio station. Maine seemed like a decent guy. Perhaps he could give me directions to the coal mine.
Coal mine? Why would you want to go to the coal mine? Dude.
Unnatural shadows clung to the gate. The darkness that was after me was trying to stop me. I wouldn't get through without a light. There was no power to the searchlight.
Really? Come on, where is it? Is it the other side? How convenient. Thermos! Give me that thermos. Yeah, boy.
The old generator conked out. I'd have to see if I could fix it and try again.
Fix it. Because we have time for that, of course. All the time in the world. How to fix it? Is there any like spare parts over here, something like that? Oh no, I'm just I'm doing 360 over here. Okay. Is it this again? Oh, kick. Is that gonna fix it? Fixing it for sure. It fixes everything. Of course. New objective, go to the radio station. Well, another one, okay. Anything else here? Okay, so we have haunted gates. Nice.
It took me a moment to recognize the flashbang grenades. They were an ideal weapon for my situation.
Flashbang.
Team 1, this is Sheriff Breaker. Report, over. Team 2, come in. I need a report, over.
Just hope that they did not miss one of the things. Manuscript, please. That's a good sign. Batteries. More flashbangs. Nice.
And here's another call. You're on KBFFM with Pat Maine.
It's Milt Peabody, Pat.
What's on your mind, Milt? Gunshots?
Yes, sir, like from a pistol. So can you find out what's going on? Because it's just next door and they're popping off guns there.
They're still shooting?
No, it was maybe 10, 15 minutes ago. It sounds serious, Pat. I'm telling you, it don't sound like no party.
Well, I'm certainly going to give the station a call, Milt.
Okay.
You'll hear it here as soon as I hear from them.
Okay, thanks.
Alright. And a script, please. Oh. Okay. Get more. Get more. Thank you. Really? You took two? And buddy. You still making go through here? Yes.
I hope Maine could lend me a car to get to the coal mine.
Oh, hello, Lorna. What do you have for us?
Well, I just noticed a flying across the path of this trailer park.
What do you...
Of course you're going to have trouble in a place like that. I mean, what do you expect? The sheriff should be helping us normal citizens instead of wasting resources on those people.
Well...
Let them try to sort themselves out. I'm sorry, but my granddaddy settled in Bright Falls in 1911.
Well, thank you very much for that compassionate viewpoint, Lorna.
Really?
Oh, here's a little surprise. The famous writer Alan Wake just walked in, folks. I'm going to see if I can talk him into an interview.
Come on in, Mr. Wake. Oh, I'm so glad you could find the time to do this, Mr. Wake.
Nowhere to run now, Dan Brown. You back away from me. Don't hurt.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Everyone calm down. Put the gun down. We're all friends here, right?
Cool your jets, Nightingale. We got him. What the hell's the matter with you? There's a civilian in there.
Okay. Let's check the tower.
Get you yet, even if it kills me. You hear me? You hear me, H.P. Lovecraft?
I had fallen off so many cliffs it was ridiculous. That's what you get for naming a book The Sudden Stop. It was probably good I hadn't had the chance to tell Maine where I was going. I'd have to lose the cops and find my own way to the mine.
He still made it not miss much. It's a lot.
Rose didn't know how the strange old lady got in her trailer, and she looked wrong somehow. The woman showed her teeth in an approximation of a smile and traced a finger down.
Wait. I did it.
Nightingale stared through the broken studio window into the dark woods. He turned around, started to walk out, but Maine grabbed his arm. "Young man, you almost shot me. You don't shoot off rounds at people like that. What's the matter with you?" Nightingale shook his arm free, marched out. His cheeks burned with rage and humiliation.
Hey, so I did not miss any. That's nice. Oh, hello. Flares. Oh, right. It's the generator. More flares. Gun, finally. And just laying down at the forest line, just like that. Interesting. Wait, what? Stop. Take it. Another.
There was no sensible reason for the power company work lights to be here. It was almost as if they'd been left for someone like me to use.
Okay. Can I move it? That's the question. Oh. Wait. The harness controls the taking. Yeah, I heard it before. Oh, shotgun. Thank you. Of course. Okay. At all. Okay. So we've done with that. Yeah, I've done with this. That's one, that's two. Can I get a three? Over there. These. So we have three now. Oh. The lights, you can hear them. Okay, I know that. Shack to shack. Harvest! Here we go. Oh, hello.
Sarah trusted her gut, and her gut said Agent Nightingale was an asshole. He felt wrong, and it wasn't just the smell of stale booze. It was in the way he flashed his badge, pulled rank, the look in his eyes when he wanted answers. Where was Alan Wake? What was this about an accident? Where was his wife? And most importantly, why did she let Wake go? He wouldn't answer her questions. Federal business was all he'd say.
Okay. Rain. Nice. Grab some batteries as well.
Hello?
The most stubborn man I've ever met.
Alice? Alice?
Alan, I'm so afraid. Keeps me in the dark. Please help me. I look at you, Alan, and it's not you. Something else. Looking out from behind your eyes.
Alice, I'm here.
I'm so alone here. It's all gonna go to hell. You need to be careful. Cooperate.
With what?
The connection had been terrible, but that wasn't the only thing that hadn't been right with the call. She sounded wrong somehow, but she had called me.
The master page.
The pipe wrenched itself loose from the bridge's steel framework. Wrapped in darkness, it floated in midair, twitching. For a moment, I didn't understand what I was looking at. The heavy object lurched at me with impossible force. I threw myself out of the way, but just barely. When I turned my flashlight on it, it shook in a dark rage before it flew at me again.
Okay, so flying objects as well. And, oh, hi. That's, secret area. There we go. Nice. Nice. Wow, this is loaded. As soon as I say that. Okay. We're gonna do it like this. Alright. We are gamers. We do some gaming.
I could see a railway bridge up ahead, and a warehouse of some sort on the opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car from there.
Really breaks only down.
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
Now where should I go? Where do I go? That's the question. Holy shit.
The opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car from there. That was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path. What the hell?
forgot about that. I have to put some lights on. I'm still a pet.
The opposite
Lights.
shore. I hoped I could find a car from there.
Wait. Follow. Okay, I'm gonna follow. Too early.
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
I'm gonna do it. Come on. Nice page. Holy
I
shit.
slammed the door shut right in his smug face. He pleaded for me to open the door. True to form, the asshole actually thought I would obey. I had no sympathy left, no guilt either, not for him. I took a moment to savor the scream. I bet I had a smile on my face. It was all that I had time for. The dark presence was inside the lodge with me. As a teenager, just starting to get interested in writing, Stephen King had been a source of inspiration to me. I thought about all the inanimate objects that had come to life in his books. No one is safe in a good horror story. Certainly not the protagonist. That's what makes them fun. This was anything but. The darkness could possess anything, and it was getting closer.
This is also not fun. Flare. One flare? Is there one? Enemies? Shaman? That means there is more enemies, not just those shades. Yep. Not the. Dang it, I didn't want not the flare gun. Dang it. I'm so sad right now. I wasted 2 flare shots. Please shoot the damn gun. Thank you. My source, please. In light, you can hurt them. I know that. Need more batteries though. Is that a radio? A working one, okay. So, should I go outside the window? Oh. Wait, but almost missed that.
The darkness surged towards me, sucking everything loose from the ground into its depths, tugging at my clothes. I saw the flare the kidnapper had dropped and threw myself towards it just as I felt my feet leave the ground. The darkness embraced me with the force of a tornado. Somehow I managed to light the flare. The darkness roared and cast me away. I fell toward the dark waters of the lake far below.
Alright. I'll try to believe you. That's a boss fight area. Looks like one. Yep. Okay, I deserve that. I deserve that. Kid doesn't bark. Maybe that's... Can you open that? Thank you. Is there anything here? Thank you.
I had never been this glad to see the sunrise. I had a couple of hours to get to the coal mine. The coal mine wasn't far now. Today, I would meet the kidnapper, and he would give me Alice. I wouldn't give him any other choice. A drowning man will clutch at a straw.
Okay. Any ages around, any thermoses. Really, I can drive? Whoa, so drifty. I think this is a good place to park. A sec, I guess. Check this cabin.
This is Pat Main, and you're listening to KBF FM. Folks, I want to apologize for kind of abandoning you to that looping music track last night, but I was detained. You see, I encountered a big shot G-man with an itchy trigger finger who could use a lesson in manners and a boot in the ass. Not necessarily in that order either. Now, folks, I know I'm not being very informative here, and I apologize for that. I really should just keep quiet, but I'm just so peeved right now, because some people just shouldn't be carrying badges. And I'm just glad that our Sheriff Breaker was there to straighten things out. And if someone I met last night is listening, let me just say, I'm sorry if my mouth got you in trouble. I'm pretty sure you're not the bad guy here. Godspeed, son. I hope you know what you're doing. Now, on a lighter note, I'll be talking to Dr. Nelson all morning. But first, a little music.
Okay. So you're saying you're wrong about me? Thanks, my friend. There's another car. Wait, what's on the other way? Whoa, 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 whoa. Never mind. That was a sick J-turn. Park here for a bit. There are so many cars here, and they're just abandoned. Anything in the toilets? No. This is a very long chapter.
Welcome back to KBF FM. Hope you enjoyed that tune. Now, Doc, you were talking about life and finding that special someone, that soulmate.
Well, you were talking about that. I was saying I don't buy it.
Well, see, to me, that's strange, because I always pegged you as a hopeless romantic.
You got me there, Pat. But I think love's where you look for it. And you need to do a lot of looking, sure. But the idea that there's that one special person out there for you, and if you miss that chance, it's gone forever, and you're forever incomplete. I mean, isn't that depressing? Or, heck, childish even? There's plenty of fish in the sea.
And apparently a fisherman has a fishing analogy for everything, but what you're saying, isn't that a little harsh?
Well, no. What I am saying is that your potential for finding that connection isn't limited to what's essentially a chance encounter. How is that harsh?
Yeah, well, I guess that's a nice thought, but let me say something personal here.
Okay.
Now, well, I don't disagree with you exactly, but I can't really fit that together with what I feel, what I felt for someone, because she was the one. She was. And I let her drift away from me. Maybe I didn't put in the work, I don't know, but Well, since then, and it was a long time ago, but since then there hasn't been anyone, not like her. And I'm not saying I dwell on her or haven't moved on. I like my life. I'm not living in the past, but I do miss the way she completed me.
You can't argue with the heart, Pat.
I'm sorry, folks. I had kind of a scary experience last night, and let's just say it's shaken a few things loose.
Nice. It's reflecting a lot. So all this place is just for this lore, sound recorded, radio, whatever message. I know I'm searching every place. I'm sorry, I'm a completionist. Ish. There must be something after all this. Thank you. Really?
For Mott, spying on the writer on the ferry had been a disappointment. His boss had made Wake out to be something special, but Mott hadn't been impressed. He'd gotten a good long look at the wife, though, and he liked what he saw. Mott had fantasized about goading Wake into a fight, but it hadn't happened. Still, he'd get his chance to see if the writer had anything in him. He'd been promised as much.
Okay, so this is like one of the rare to find, or hard to find paper, and I just found it.
I was early. I was supposed to meet the kidnapper at noon in the main building. The coal mine was quiet. It was a museum now.
Where's the car? Need to check the stream. Is it working? It is working. Everything's fine. Stream for an hour. Whoa, 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 whoa. I need to go into the mine itself. Thermos. I know I stopped saying like how many I collected. While lucrative at first, the mining steadily declined in the 20th century. The seams were rich, but hard to get at. The volcanic activity there made the mine shafts particularly dangerous. Oh, true that. Our trimmers. Wait a second.
With Nightingale gone and the night wind blowing in through the broken studio window, Maine stared at Sarah. The sheriff looked away. Maine's voice shook with barely controlled anger. That boy's doing more drinking than thinking. I hope you know what you're doing, Sarah. He's got a sickness in his eyes. You take my word for it. He wants Wake for a reason, and it's not for anything good.
Wait. 1970 volcanic eruption below Cauldron's Lake. While relatively minor caused most of the deep mining tunnels to collapse or flood, 32 miners lost their lives in the calamity. All mining around Bright Falls came to final stop now. The remaining buildings are protected as historical landmarks. So this is a ghost town because of the people who died in the mines. There were 2 of them. Nice. And we didn't know that. before we get into here.
I didn't want to go outside. Cops had to be looking for me. The noon sun turned the place into a sauna. The day dragged on. Different scenarios ran through my mind. Ways of how I'd torture the kidnapper to get Alice back. Or the different horrible things he could have done to her. I imagined her dead. I had no way of knowing she was still alive. It was killing me. I was running on blind hope. It was all a waste of time. The bastard never showed up.
You?
Wake! Where the hell are you? Change of plans. You know where Mirror Peak is? It's a big mountain north of where you are. You follow the path from the mine, you can't miss it. There's a lookout point there. I'll be waiting.
I'm through being jerked around
You
by
want
you.
to see your wife alive? Because if you do, you better watch what you say to me. Do we understand each other?
I want to talk to Alice.
Yeah, and I want the manuscript. Don't keep me waiting, Wake.
Hello? Hello? Ah! I'm gonna kill it! I had to get to Mirror Peak.
Okay. Means more of them, as I was saying.
It was close. Maybe closer than ever before.
Where's the damn stairs? Where's the stairs? I can't leave. Okay, here we go. Okay, not thermos. Really have to go down. Lovely. They are loading me up. Where am I leaving in the manuscript? Last round. Alright. Going down then. Oh, here we go.
When Thomas Zane fell for Barbara Jagger, it happened fast. She was young, vibrant, and beautiful, full of life. He had never been a very happy man, and without any seeming effort, she had changed all that. Zane felt good for the first time in his life. Everything she did was another piece of a jigsaw puzzle he hadn't even known he'd been missing. And best of all, she made the words flow, strong and sharp. She was his muse.
Right. Anything else I'm missing? They are loading me up. Nice. Wait, what? Really? Already? Okay. 4 flashbang, nice. This will come in handy. I said they're loading me up for something big. Anything. Right. Oh, I need to go up. Okay. Alright. That is worth, I guess.
What the hell?
Whoa. Where do I go from here?
The only way to reach the hillside ahead was to go through the building. I had to find a way to avoid electrocution.
Why is this there? This is why. And this is why. Right, as if. Not this. Damn car, bro. Okay. I go? Am I really stuck? Am I really stuck? No? Okay, good. Some stuff over there. It's nice. Question is, how can I get on top? Here for a reason. Wait a second. This is where it came from, okay. That's stupid of me. What's new? Oh, hi. Hi. Okay. Need to use those revolver ammo. Okay. I was not aiming for them. I wanted to get that barrel or canister thing. There's no one in the dark. Okay. Okay. What if I do this? Okay, I cannot. Stairs. Cannot open this. Where can I go then? You're lost. Okay, well, I came from here, right? Oh? Yeah, I did come from here. It said that I need to use those revolver ammo. Dang it. I'm blind. I'm just blind. Cameras. Follow. Okay. And we're missing
Some
3
of the taken
pages.
retained echoes of their former selves, but these were just the nerve twitches of a dead thing. Nothing remained but a shell covered and filled with darkness. In most cases, these puppets were enough for the purposes of the dark presence. But for anything more elaborate, as with the writer, it was different. It needed his mind. And so rather than taking him over completely, it merely touched him.
Okay. So she said follow. Other clues? Come on, tell me something. You know what? Go back up there. Oh no, don't tell me I can't go up. And go back up. Alrighty.
There was no way the flashbang grenades were standard power company equipment.
Go right or left. It says here, so I'm going there. This way. This way is nothing. And just to clarify, there's some secrets hidden with the bioluminescence. Only your flashlight can show it. Hello? Come on, I dodged. Okay. I promise I dodged. Really? Okay, my dude. Now it's over? Or is it? Manuscript.
I stared through the bars of the jail cell. Barry stood behind me, swaying on his feet, looking as ill as I felt. Agent Nightingale stood on the other side of the bars with Sheriff Breaker. Nightingale had a stack of manuscript pages in his hand. He seemed unhinged as he gloated. Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here. All the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent.
So, he's thinking that his death is a conspiracy, or in my novel that he's gonna die. He's thinking that this is a conspiracy. This is why he's going like a bloodhound after it. Wait. Yeah. What? Oh, hi. Oh, hi. Okay. Thank you. Thermos. Almost missed you. I'm gonna leave you alone, my buddy. Dude. Oh my god. Can't you do some parkour, Mr. Allen? Okay. You know what? I'll take it. You know why? Because this is some sort of a checkpoint here. Oh my goodness. You're loading me up to something.
I had
never
a real
in my
plan.
life.
I was going to give the kidnapper all the manuscript pages I had for Alice. If that wasn't enough, I'd hold him at gunpoint and make him talk.
Oh. Hold on. This is for a pump action. Now I have 28 bullets. 28 shotgun bullets. Wait, what? Is it right or left? What's me, dudes? That's like a choke point. What's this? Why here? Oh, wow. So it's like right or left, you're gonna go the same direction. There more? No? Checkpoint. Thank you. What does that huge do?
The dark
This is what
presence
scares
was
me.
moving ahead of me in the same direction I was going. A cold feeling settled itself in the pit of my stomach. Was it going for Alice?
The graveyard shift may cause cancer.
Must be your face here, face. Was it hard to be done? Just face me, my dude. Stop shifting around. Isn't in and out of existence. Trying to face it
The
out.
place
I
was
can't do-
dead. A ghost town. Had been for decades, maybe a century.
If you want to face out of existence, I can help you with that. Just, show me your face. You. Come on, don't be a dick. Can I go inside? Can I go in? Can I go inside? Holy shit. Manuscript, I forget about those things. That's really bad. So sad.
Things
that
were
mystery.
never as simple in real life as in fiction. I had lost count of the times I had wished there'd be a clear reason for my writer's block. Something to fight, something to lash out on. There wasn't. I was filled with doubt. I was nothing like the hero in my books. Alex Casey had gone through his life with single-minded determination, never wavering from his goal. Even now, I was angry at myself, angry at Alice, angry at Barry. I was fumbling and I had no plan.
Dude, you are always angry at something. Left or left? There must. Nothing? More ammo? Interesting. I'm expecting like a big fight. Come on, I need more flares. Not. Okay. Cannot withstand another. I think one more attack with those. That's it. Wait. How can I get past you? Never mind. Really? Even though I'm focusing the damn lights on you. That's not fair. Please. Dude, what? I see you. But hide from me first. Where's...
Anything outside of riding is a struggle. I feel ill. I managed to make my way downstairs. There's a shoebox filled with books and papers by Thomas Zane. It's very hard to focus, but I managed to read some of it. He's a poet, and a good one. He writes of muses and creators summoning fabulous things from a magic lake, using his powers to shape the world of a realm of gods and dreams and demons, dark things that wait for a chance to slip through, wearing the flesh of men as disguise. Zane writes about himself, his girlfriend being taken over by a dark presence, about growing scared of the lake. Zane believes it's a mirror to the gaping void of darkness above, where some Lovecraftian presence lurks. I crawl back upstairs. I'll borrow these things for my story. They ring true. They fit.
You don't fit, you're just reading the damn thing again once again. Like you did. I have 22 shotguns. No notes? Okay. Okay.
The kidnapper had sent me a text. The message was full of spelling errors and insults. It was telling me to hurry up.
Nope. Let's take this first. Oh, so many flared. Nice.
Birds.
joking, right? Not need to do that, actually. And I do not want to say that as well. I think the bears are going to come to it. Okay, I was like, quite alive, but that solved that. I'll go to Cauldron Lake.
Without warning, the headache stabbed at my brain.
Why? It's like you're going the wrong way.
Alice?
Alice?
I'm losing it. I gotta get out of here. The hunters were big, thick-set men, confident and at home in the woods. They were feeling good, running on beer, ghost stories, and camaraderie late into the night. It did them no good, as they were taken by the dark presence, sucked deep into a darkness far worse than any ghost story they ever told or heard.
Okay. I wanted to explore the other way. Maybe I could jump there, but I want to see the other way. Come on, stop. Okay, flares. What am I being set up here too? Okay. You want to just say this? Are you fucking shitting me? Okay, I can die. Fall in the water, can die. Alright. Follow this for the manuscript. Did you just say that all the tunnels connected to the damn lake, right? So, went to the water, wouldn't that there is like a water tunnel to that lake? Or doesn't know how to fucking swim? Treat that.
Even behind the closed doors and curtains of his grimy room at the Majestic, the local motel, Nightingale could feel the locals' eyes on him, the unrelenting pressure of their judgment. He forced it out of his mind. For all he knew, they could all be under Wake's spell already. You do what you have to do to get the job done. He took comfort from the bottle in his hand. Please, he thought, just let me get through this.
All accidents could be prevented.
Wait, what? Thermos. How could you distract me from the thermos? Thermos is love. Thermos is life.
I'd have to make my way up this mine shaft in order to go on. Maybe the machinery could help me with that.
So you're saying you want to work the shaft? Interesting. And that's because you didn't jump right.
I'd have to make my way up this mine shaft in order to go on. Maybe the machinery could help me with that.
Why are you jumping sideways? What's wrong with you? There's nobody at all jumps like that. Over here? Okay, great. Nice. It's nice and aligned. So we need to pull it up to the maximum level. Nice. Here we go. So if you fell off, I would rage quit. Now yours that strong, huh? I can go up. One more. Oh, that's there we go. I'll be so sad if I missed something. What the? Is that it? So I have to go down. Not up. Okay. Nothing to read. No, harness. No pages. Okay then. Eat. Okay. Hey, crows. What's doing? Or right there, go.
Cable car. Just great.
Yep. Why does it give you a lot of flare guns? The crow's gonna attack you over here, right? So close. Okay. Two for one. Nice. Wasn't going there anyway. And not there as well.
Shit.
Joke's on you. Oh, yeah. Oh, hi. Gimme. So this is where I would have reached the destination. No. I want my shotgun. Nice. Sorry about that. And no. Whoa. Come on, get off my face. Shotgun ammo. Rifle. Dang it. Cauldron Lake. The eighth deepest lake in the world. Cauldron Lake is the Cauldron Lake. Formed in a volcanic crater, the volcano itself could be considered to be active, but it has not erupted since the volcanic earthquake in 1917. Even the underground activity was comparatively mild, despite some property damage. There were no casualties. Oh, hey! And how are you doing, my friend? Very skippy. And you're telling me now. Nice. Okay. Okay. I get what you mean. I guess this would sound better. And this is being said to me after 2 hours of streaming. Professional streamer, by the way. Dang it. Cauldron Lake is one of the most beautiful spots in the Bright Falls area, as well as the central fight in many local folk tales. It's a popular recreational area for the area residents. Dang, dude. Well, enjoy your dinner then, and the hangout. Come on, don't do this shit to me. Of course. This game is amazing. Oh damn, okay, going to left then.
Maud had checked all of Stucky's rental cabins. There had been no sign of the wakes. It was dark when he'd found their car parked at the end of the road by Cauldron Lake. It made no sense. They must have taken a wrong turn, but there was no sign of them, and the car had been there for hours already. Frustrated, Mott stood on the rotten ruin of the footbridge that had once led to Diver's Isle before it sank beneath the waves years ago. The boss wouldn't be happy.
The way that they're making it like look or feels like you're watching a TV show is amazing. Like they really nailed the spot. Whoa, 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 whoa. What are you doing, my friend? Push it. You gotta be kidding me. Why kick it when you can just jump? The thermos. You want the thermos. I don't know for what, but I want it. Huh? There's no door? Okay. CW and Tiza. Zane and I don't forget her name. Tom, you talk to me on TV. I miss you, Tom. Wow. Whoa. There's somebody cuckoo over here. I miss you, Tom. Did you write this? I'm not Tom. But I hope this Miss Cuckoo is not alive. She's really cuckoo. Keep getting rifle ammo, and I chose not to take the rifle gun because I had a lot of shotgun ammo. This is sad. And break. Okay. Excuse me. Oh my god. And again. Here we go, shotgun ammo. Thank you, my buddy. My buddy, my man, my homie. Some flares, nice. This place is so dang hard. Okay. Let's do this one more time. Wait a second, I haven't seen you before. Revolver ammo, nice.
feel like I'm missing something over here. Come on, buddy. Okay. Flares. I'm gonna use flares this time. Okay. I guess this is it. Guess we've done it.
I could see Cauldron Lake. I thought I could make out the spot where the island and the cabin had been. There was a light near it. It had to be a boat. I was
Hello.
close now. I had to get there fast. I dreaded what I would find. I tried to hold on to Alice, but her form melted away. I was losing control. Dr. Hartman stood in her place. I wanted to hit him, but my arms were jelly. He smiled. It was a reassuring smile, and I hated him for it. I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period. Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now.
What? So this is just in your head. And Barry, what is your imagination? Imaginary friend? What?
Wait! Are you? Wait!
Hey, I'm here! I'm coming!
No! Get away! I'm sorry. Please, it's late. The boss didn't know who he was messing with. I didn't know. I swear, I didn't know. We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is. She's probably drowned. We just said we had her to make him play ball. You see? To get him writing for us. Please.
Holy shit. That's a very good ending. And that will be end of our stream, which was full of a lot and a lot and a lot and a lot of technical difficulty. Sorry about that, and thanks for ever tuned in to see this. And I will see you next time. Oh wait, we need to wait somebody. We're gonna raid Evil Laya. Met her today. She's very good. And we're gonna raid. She's playing New World now, so whoever is still here, tell her that you're from here. And I will see you next time, guys.
On Alan Wake, I'm hunted.